Good evening and welcome to KiniNews. We've all heard of elected lawmakers, but soon, if Barisan Nasional wins 2/3 of the seats in Malacca, get ready to see unelected lawmakers in the State Assembly. Barisan Nasional pledged to appoint 5 unelected lawmakers in Malacca by amending the state constitution. During the launch of the coalition's election manifesto titled Stability for Prosperity, BN Election Director Mohamad Hasan said having more lawmakers will ensure political stability.
Ini menunjukkan ketersediaan dan keberanian pentadbir kerajaan negeri yang bakal diwujudkan kelak untuk mendengar semua suara semua pihak. Sebelum itu, Barisan Nasional mestilah kena menang 2/3 dulu daripada jumlah kerusi yang dipertandingkan.
He said the 5 appointed lawmakers will include youths and non-political figures. Meanwhile, Malacca BN also pledged to ensure equal funding between the government and opposition lawmakers as part of its aim for political stability.
Barisan Nasional tidak mengharapkan populariti semata-mata dan tidak juga mahu dilihat menjadi hero kepada rakyat. Setiap wakil rakyat yang dipilih nanti bekerja untuk rakyat di segenap pelosok negeri ini tanpa mengira kawasan bandar, kawasan kampung maupun di hujung sempadan negeri. Atas dasar ini, Barisan Nasional berjanji untuk menyediakan peruntukan kepada semua adun, termasuk adun bukan kerajaan sebagai langkah memastikan kemakmuran kepada seluruh rakyat negeri Melaka.
I'm sure you remember the court cluster. Well, now they are members of the temporary passport release cluster. These are politicians who are facing various criminal cases in courts but haven't been barred from travelling overseas. And now, Bung Mokhtar is the latest to join the group.
Kinabatangan MP Bung Mokhtar Radin's passport will be returned to him for 13 days, so he can go on a business trip to the Middle East this month. The Kuala Lumpur Sessions Court yesterday morning allowed the application for temporary access to his passport from November 10th to the 22nd. There were no objections raised by the prosecution. The lower court is holding on to Bung's passport as part of bail conditions in an ongoing corruption trial involving the veteran Sabah politician and his wife. Recently, separate courts have also allowed temporary passport releases for 4 other prominent accused persons still undergoing trial for various criminal offences. They are former Prime Minister Najib Abdul Razak, his wife Rosma Mansor, his lawyer Muhammad Shafi Abdullah, and former Deputy Prime Minister Ahmad Zahid Hamidi.
There's a high chance that you watching this right now are fully vaccinated. But did you know there are over 28,000 civil servants who have not received their vaccination? Thousands of civil servants who haven't received their vaccination will be issued with show-cause letters to explain why they failed to complete their COVID-19 immunization. Special Functions Minister Abdulhamid said the move comes after a circular was issued compelling civil servants to get their vaccination before the 1st of November. Abdulhamid said that any disciplinary action against civil servants will be taken according to the process under the civil service.
Pertama sekali, kena ketua jabatan kena mengutus surat tunjuk sebab. Dan penjawat awam yang enggan ini diberi tempoh 21 hari untuk menjawab soalan tersebut. Dan jika tidak memuaskan, satu komiti, jawatankuasa komiti domestic inquiry dan jawatankuasa disiplin akan dibentuk oleh jabatan tersebut bagi tindakan-tindakan seterusnya.
The number of unvaccinated civil servants add up to approximately 28,800. This is 1.8% out of the 1.6 million civil servants in the country. Latif also said the civil servants risk salary and promotion freeze if they are found in breach of discipline. On the 30th of September, the Public Service Department made it mandatory for civil servants to get vaccinated by the 1st of November 2021. Aren't you glad that the government is saving 2 ringgit 80 cent per vehicle by switching to welfares for the cabinet ministers? But what if I told you they're spending 50,000 per month on each of the 3 advisors to the Prime Minister?
Prime Minister Ismail Sabri Yaakob has 3 advisors. According to the government, they advise on health, religion as well as law and human rights. And it was revealed in Parliament today that they cost 50,000 ringgit each every month, including their staff. According to Special Functions Minister Abdul Latif Ahmad, the Prime Minister would appoint special advisors when necessary, based on their speciality and experience. Latif did not provide names of the advisors, but the appointment of Pengarang MP Azalina Othman Said as the Law and Human Rights Advisor is publicly known. At the time of recording, attempts were being made to identify the advisors for health and religion.
Still to come, find out who the MACC revealed that they have been arresting lately. Now, a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
Shellfish, red meat, and beer. If you love indulging in these foods, you may end up with high uric acid level in your blood. These foods consist high level of purine, a substance that will eventually break down into uric acid and be excreted through our urine. It is recommended that the amount of dietary purines should be kept between 600 to 1000 milligrams per day. Having too much uric acid in your blood can cause attacks of gout. It can also cause kidney stones and blockage in the kidney. The crystallization of the excessive uric acid in your blood can be eased by reducing purine-rich food to only 100 to 150 milligrams daily, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and consuming urinary alkalinizer like Ural. It consists of sodium bicarbonate, citric acid, and sodium citrate that increases the urinary pH and solubility of uric acid to prevent crystallization. Best of all, it's lemon-flavored and sugar-free. Ural, effective urinary alkalinizer. Neutralize your uric acid problem now.
Welcome back. Civil servants. They appear to make up the largest chunk of those arrested by the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission. Are you surprised? Well, let us know what you think in the comments.
Almost half of all arrests made by the MACC every year involve civil servants. This was revealed by MACC Chief Commissioner Azam Baki. Speaking at the Integrity Day celebration in Putrajaya on Tuesday, he said the stats are saddening. He added that corruption must be stopped in the civil service in order to improve their image. Azam said the MACC would never compromise with those involved in corruption and abuse of power, including its own personnel. He also warned the public to report bribes, as not doing so is an offence that could result in a jail sentence or a fine if found guilty.
5 Malacca election candidates will soon be having dates with the police over alleged COVID-19 SOP breaches. Police are expected to call up 3 Pakatan Harapan candidates and 2 Barisan Nasional candidates over alleged standard operating procedure violations during the Malacca election nomination day on Monday. Those being summoned will include Malacca UMNO Chief Abdul Rauf Yusof and PKR candidate Idris Harun. This comes after cops questioned Pakatan Harapan's Kota Lakshmana candidate yesterday over an alleged SOP violation. Lau Chi Leong, who is from DAP, however, denied that he had committed any wrongdoing and instead pointed to the BN entourage that accompanied Abdul Rauf to the nomination center. On Monday, Rauf showed up at the nomination center with around 20 people, including former Prime Minister Najib Abdul Razak. Gathering with supporters are banned during the state election as measures against the spread of COVID-19. Prospective candidates were only allowed to bring a proposer and a seconder. The government has found no evidence that the claims made by the former IGP on his way out are true. The Home Ministry has dismissed former Inspector General of Police Abdulhamid Bador's claim that a powerful, quote, cartel of dirty cops were conspiring with criminals. In a written reply, the ministry said preliminary investigations showed no evidence to support such a claim. However, the police have referred the matter to the Enforcement Agency Integrity Commission for a free and transparent investigation. This was in response to a question from Puchong MP Gobind Singh Dio. Prior to his retirement in March, Hamid made a series of shocking allegations which included the claim that a, quote, cartel of officers were conspiring with criminals to topple him. He also claimed that Home Minister Hamzah Zainuddin was trying to influence promotions in the police service. That's all from KiniNews this evening. For more stories, go to KiniTV.com. Don't forget to follow us on our social media on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook to get the latest news headlines as well. If you'd like to support the independent media, please do consider a subscription to MalaysiaKini.com. When you're heading out, don't forget your mask, and when you can, do try to stay home. I know things are really exciting in Malacca, but if the politicians have to stay home, so do you. I'm Daniel Anthony. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay safe, Malaysia.
As the ministry responsible for driving our country forward through science, technology and innovation, the recognition of this award to companies, agencies and individuals who bring positive socio-economic impact to society is timely, as it can serve as the motivator for the industry, community and others to always be mindful of innovation, despite the unprecedented COVID-19 pandemic. This effort also complements the National Development Agenda based on the spirit of Keluarga Malaysia. Akhir kata, kepada para pemenang, remember this. You have knowledge, and when you practice knowledge, you will get skills. When you practice skill, you will get habits. And when you practice habits, you will get attitudes. And you practice attitude, you will get the right culture.